Hello from scenic downtown St. Paul at WHEI Radio. We are recording from beautiful Ayme's haberdashery, and welcome to Ayme and a Bridgette Too Far. I'm Ayme.
And I'm Bridgette. We are here to discuss current events with light hearts and laser-like insights that will change your life.
I'm here to introduce Bridgette, and the reason why she is sitting next to me today is she is one of the most intelligent, insightful, and caring people I have ever met in my entire life. She has this way of seeing through all of the baloney in the world and heading right to the heart of a subject and coming up with insights that you didn't even know that you were missing. She's amazing. Thank you for being here with me, Bridgette.
Oh, and I'm here with my dear friend Ayme. Yay! And what can I say about Ayme? We go back so many years. I think I met Ayme when I was yet still in my 20s and new to the Twin Cities. And Ayme is a purveyor of deep intellect, scientific knowledge, lover of animals, and science. So all the good things in that way. So rich conversations, rich friendship. Glad to be here with you, Ayme.
So with this show, the idea is that we're going to talk about one or two current subjects of the week, and the other person doesn't know what they're going to be, and we are going to just flood you with insight. So, Bridgette, you ready?
Ready or not.
First topic of our first show. So, you may have heard over the last couple of weeks our Obama talking about the existence of aliens.
Oh, yes. Only a little bit have I heard about that. So I'm excited to delve in.
Okay, so he just mentioned that, yeah, of course there are aliens. And then he had to come back and clarify going, no, I don't actually know them. And we're talking about space aliens here. You guys know that. Area 51, all that good stuff. And did you hear what he responded to that?
Illuminate me.
Illuminate you. No, it's not the Illuminati either.
Oh, man.
There's just
I
too
thought
many.
maybe just, okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, people do. There's so many conspiracy fun. So his theory was that of course, with the infinity of the universe and all of the different, basically, it's big. It's real big.
Yeah.
So he said there's no way that we could not have alien life, just statistically. And he also said they'd be really, really way too far away to ever have talked to us yet.
Bold take, President Obama. Bold take. Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, 100%. I learn things every day that mystify me about like things that are created. So I have no problem believing that out here in the vast universe, many different kinds of life that we probably don't even recognize. Yeah, I'm 100%. Like, have they been in contact with us? Like, do they even know we exist? I don't know, but I'm 100% believe that. How about you?
Okay.
What's your take, Ayme?
So I'm going to agree with you. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
They're 100%. Aliens exist somewhere. How do you feel about them being like shapeshifters that are just amongst us and all of these other things that you would read in the tabloids? Well, back when there used to be tabloids.
Yes.
Well, let's explain tabloids. There used to be informations on pieces of paper that you would read.
Yes. I think tabloids still exist, don't they?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
All right. Anyways.
Here's what I think about that. I have met some crazy bonkers people, and perhaps this explains a lot about some of the people that I run into in the world. No. I mean, everybody's living their own life, and perhaps they believe themselves to be an alien, but I doubt it. I think that if there is other alien life, it does not perhaps look like you and I. I'm not sure. You look skeptical. What are you thinking?
No, I was just thinking because the viewers don't know this yet, or the listeners, that I spent the last 25 years as a hypnotist and a hypnotherapist, and I was just thinking how alien abductions were the freaking bane of my existence. The freaking bane of my existence, especially when I was doing shows in Colorado. Everybody wanted to talk to me about their alien abduction, and it's like, no. You are not abducted.
That's deep in the psyche of America, though. Like, why is it such a narrative? Like, where do you think that trope comes from? Because I feel like I've heard it
Yeah, it's actually definitely a trope. It started showing up in the psychological lexicon in about the 50s, and it's really interesting because something has to get into the pop culture
That's right.
before it manifests itself into actual people coming into their psychologists and psychiatrists and saying, this thing has happened to me. And it's interesting, depending on the trope of that area, you've got different types of area of alien abductions through in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
yeah.
something I've never even thought to like think about is like what other countries, like what their narrative about alien abductions is. Like, because to me, aliens and alien abductions are like separate things. But yeah, do other countries even have like stories about alien abductions?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
South America for sure does, and now it's gotten more national. The abductions that take place in North America are more. Oh my gosh, how can I even set? This is supposed to be a really clean show. They have certain. I know beep. They have certain operations they do. They say they do on the abductees that they don't in South America.
I see.
So I mean, it's a totally different. They have a totally different experience. So evidently, Northern America has different certification and standards for what you're allowed to do to your abductees.
Yeah. Well, like at the heart of it, like, so why is this story in someone? Like, why do they think this happened? Like, maybe they're working something out. I don't know.
What I've in my observation, and this is um, not my major area of expertise, but I think most people that are talking about being abducted by aliens are looking to feel special in some way. They're not being seen. They don't have that piece that's being fulfilled in some way, and that's some way of them saying that they're very special. And so I think the motivation is probably something they're feeding something they need.
That's right.
Something they need.
That's right. Actually, I had a sister that lived in Arizona, and she said people she knew talked about that.
Really?
They were usually all by themselves out on a country road or something. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't seem to go for like entire buses.
No,
like that.
Singular experience.
Singular experience.
Yeah. That's fascinating. I don't know. That's fascinating. Human lives are so different and so varied. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also think it's really interesting that it gets on the national stage when like a former president starts talking about it and everybody just like loses their mind, and because I think it was probably just something really off the cuff they asked him. It's like, hey, what do you think?
Yeah, right. Like I'm sure he said like other like 10,000 other like super meaningful things as well, and people are like, aliens. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. I think he said things that were a lot more meaningful.
Yeah.
All right. So what would be your takeaway from this today, our discussion today?
I don't know. I just think that in this vast cosmos that we live in, alien life, yes. Do we know much about it? I don't know much about it. But I think like this intent of life in many forms, for sure, 1,000%. Our stories about it here, about abductions, questionable. Yeah. What's your take?
My take is the same. Yeah, I love the idea that we're not alone in this universe. I'm very secure in the idea that there are aliens out there. I don't think they're running around making crop circles or anything like that. I think they've got other and better things to do. And I think this is just like a reminder as we're looking out to also look in and actually see each other.
You know, Amy, I think another topic that I've been like jazzed about, like with this Winter Olympics happening now in Milan and Cortina, how in the world do you think they came up with Olympic ski jumping?
Definitely was guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, I grew up with all brothers. You don't have brothers, right?
No, 0 brothers.
You have like a
I
pile
mean,
of
brothers
sisters.
in spirit, but
Yeah, you've got a pile of sisters.
That's right.
Pile of sisters. No, definitely a bunch of guys.
Okay.
Teenagers.
Why? Okay, I have questions about that. Why? Okay.
because it's crazy. It's amazing. It's like amazing. It's like what they can do. It's like, wow, I've been watching it too, and and like my question is why? Why would you do that to yourselves?
I was actually just watching it yesterday, and my question was, first of all the athletes at the Olympic level are just like primo, like all the things. But I was like, what about the jillion steps before you get to the place where you nail it perfectly? Like, how in the world, like what happens to like the time, like the 20th time before, like when things don't go
Right.
You
I mean,
know,
I was thinking.
and also their joints, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they
yeah.
start. I mean, it's my understanding that they start by jumping, like those big jumps. They start by jumping into water.
Okay.
Right.
All
So,
right.
so at some point, there has to be that very first time
That's right.
you land on snow.
Yeah. Right. Well, yeah. Well, I'm wondering like how it ever got to be a thing because they needed so many people in a group to raise their hand and say, "Yeah, I'm down for that." So definitely people that love some adrenaline and
Yeah, those adrenaline junkies. Did you know that started in at least it started in Red Wing, Minnesota, is the birthplace of organized ski jumping.
that's awesome right here.
Yes.
I wouldn't have thought that because
Yeah.
I mean, do we have giant hills? No, but we have some hills.
No, we built one.
We built one.
Yeah, in like 1887, like
That
way
sounds
back
right.
then.
Yeah, yeah,
And I think it was on something like Solon Hill or something. That Solon Hill
Okay.
in Red Wing there,
Okay.
like on those like cliffs.
yeah. Oh, and the beautiful parts of Red Wing.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I mean, you've got like a beautiful view as you are plummeting to your potential death. I mean, this just why.
Yeah. What I love too is like sort of like once you start on the effort, like because I don't know when I was watching it, people like start down the hill and they pretty much have their arms by their side until they're like winging themselves in the air, and then it's just like smooth and beautiful. So I understand the beauty of it and the athleticism of it, but the bravery of it, I think, is
Yeah,
the thing.
it must feel amazing.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is also in Red Wing. I know this because Ayme's also has a store in Red Wing, Minnesota.
That's right.
There is a museum of ski jumping at the St. James Hotel.
Really?
Yep, highly recommend. Old
Oh,
pictures,
beautiful.
really cool.
Yeah, in the 1880s, like they didn't have near the medical things that we have now to like surgeries to replace your knees if it doesn't go away. You know what I mean?
So true.
So kudos.
And
now it makes me want to go back and watch like ski jumping in the 1880s. That would be great. Yeah. Or even the 1890s.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the reason I think for sure a group of like my teenage brothers would try any crazy thing without thinking it through. And so I'm sure they had, like cross country skiing, and at some point was like, hey, what would happen if we did this?
Well, that sounds amazing. I mean, that sounds amazing. And this wouldn't be the first time. Like, some of my male friends have told me that, like, Bridgette, you don't really understand the male experience. And I was like, maybe I don't.
No.
So I'm on board with this. Like,
Yeah.
maybe that's why it's such a mystery.
Yeah, my neighbor guys, when they were like 11, 12, they
Yeah.
decided to take their dad's brand new car
No.
and drive it, see how far they could drive it down. Now, they may have been a little older. They were like 15 because they knew how to drive. How far they can take their dad's brand new car down the boat ramp without sinking the car.
How
Eh,
far was it?
They sank the car.
Yeah. I
And
really love though. They had to try it. They had to try it. Well, yeah, that's great.
I
I
mean,
think that's how a lot of things get discovered.
yeah, you gotta admit it is innovative as heck. We also had other neighbor boys that took the brand new what do you call those big metal stock tanks
Oh yeah.
that they feed, and they took it to the pond because they were going to make a submarine out of it.
How would
So this
Kudos.
is the same
Kudos to
brave.
them.
I guess maybe that's how bobsledding is.
Kudos to them. Bobsledding's a whole nother thing. Like that kind of speed in a tin can. Dang. Yeah.
I know, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Right. I'm impressed. So,
Cool.
what would be your takeaway from downhill skiing? Or is there anything else you want to talk about downhill skiing? It's pretty impressive.
No, I mean, I just think, first of all, I don't know how much the Olympic level folks get paid to do it, but like they must love it a lot to do it. So it just feels like for the people operating at that level, that there's a lot of joy that comes through. So, yeah, I don't know. And also, like, I don't know, humans do crazy things, and sometimes it turns into an Olympic level sport. What's your takeaway?
I love that humans do crazy things, and sometimes it turns into an Olympic level sport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's your takeaway?
My takeaway is that it's a crazy thing to do, but evidently but sometimes crazy things to do are worth doing.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
All right.
Amen.
So tune in next week, where once again we are going to surprise each other with a current topic to discuss. And the insights will just really transcend your life and make it completely different.
That's a guarantee, folks. Like you heard it here.
Thanks again from Ayme's Haberdashery. Do you want to sing the Ayme's Haberdashery song?
Sure, yeah.
All right. And go.
Ayme's
Haberdashery.
Yeah, always happening.
It's always
St.
happening.
Paul.
St. Paul. Wah! Jazz hands.